Okay, so to set the scene here, we're gonna get things underway. Hopefully, I've got all the right camera views here. Yes. Okay. So this one shot takes about. Try that again. This one shot takes place around about a decade before the main campaign,
Mm.
and about 2 years before the discovery of the True Sight dungeon, which meant that Zircon was still the logging village of Eich, Eich. And Gregor, you are just waking up to inside your small hut to the chittering of your pet squirrel Macadamia. You're in your little hut, waking up in your hammock, and Macadamia is up there in the thatched roof, just sort of chittering away, running around.
Ah. Oh, good morning there, Macadamia.
Chitters, keeps chittering at you.
Oh, I guess it's time for me to get up.
I love your Gregor voice.
I'm trying. And I'll
So,
get up and, I guess, get ready for whatever I need to do today.
this day, just like any others, is a report over to the prison quarters, I believe is what it's called. I should double check that. Yes, the prison quarters, where the guard station is also based in, and see what all needs to be done for today. Most likely, you'll be patrolling with your partner. This would be Sigrid, the dwarf, your longtime guard friend.
Uh, so yeah, I guess I'll get up and get ready in my guard uniform and everything,
Yep. And
and
at
make
this
my way over
time,
to the
since it's not a
prison.
gem city, you just have basic leather hide armor.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get dressed in my leather hide guard armor and make my way over to the prison quarters.
All right. So after gathering up your armor, feeding a couple acorns to Macadamia there, and grabbing a quick food bar, you go ahead and head over to the prison quarters. And on the way, you see Sigrid walking in just as you get there. Sigrid the dwarf, also in
Oh, hey,
her armor.
hey Sigrid, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, hey, how's it going, Gregor?
Pretty
Doing all
good,
right.
pretty good.
Got some good stretches in this morning. Looks like it's going to be another slow day.
Yeah, just patrolling it seems.
Well, let's see what Knut has for us.
Yeah, let's go.
Knut being the Orcish guard captain. Knut. And in the time of the campaign, already retired.
Mm.
All right, everyone, it's just basic patrolling. Gregor and Sigrid, you'll be on the southeastern end of town. Just making sure things are good there around the. If I check the maps, I believe that is the shops. Off the top of my head, around the shops down there. Wait, should be easy going. Haven't heard any big rumors about anyone starting any trouble, so you know, just general watch today.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Yep, let's get out of here.
You both give your sort of half salutes after having been there for a few years and getting a little complacent, perhaps. And you start heading off towards the shops, the shopping area in the southwestern end of town. Here, you enter, and of course, the whole village, or the whole, yeah, it's a village because it's not a city yet, is just a lot of oak log buildings made by the woodworkers in the northwestern end of town. Thatched roofs, nothing too special. The village is still kind of getting up on its feet, even though it's been up for a while. It's still kind of expanding and improving. Over here, you make it to the market area, or like the market square. And go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Some work. That's gonna be a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
All right. To your north, over by Zeta's Lounge, which is one of the nicer taverns of this area, you do see two individuals, Rudy and Soren. Rudy being a dwarf and Soren being a orc, just kind of having a bit of an argument. You can't really make it out from where you're at. They're just outside, kind of butting heads a little bit. Doesn't look too extreme.
I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit closer without making it seem like I'm listening in on anything.
All right. So you and Sigrid go ahead and walk by. And you do hear, because Gregor speaks both Orcish and Dwarvish, that these two are arguing over their pay. Basically, kind of boasting to each other about what their pay rate is and saying what benefits of their job are better than the other. Both of these individuals you would know are loggers.
And Gregor knows these people like kind of on a personal level.
He's familiar with them because they've butted heads in the past. It's from what he can gather. Make a what would this be? I guess insight. So that would be a wisdom check.
Wisdom. I'm not gonna use that die. That one is giving mediocre today. Well, never mind. This one is too. That's gonna be an 11.
11. You're pretty sure it's a friendly rivalry, but you're not certain.
He'll just kind of make mental note of it, but he won't try and stop anything as long as it's not seeming like it's going anywhere.
All right. And do you just continue on your patrol then?
Yep.
All right. So continuing to make your rounds towards the eastern end now of that shopping area. You do see... actually, make me a perception check.
One of these guys got to give me a good roll. Man, I guess not. 8.
8. You know what? I will see if Sigrid sees anything.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, he sees something.
Sigrid is a woman, by the way. So Sigrid says, "Hey, Gregor, did you just see that?"
No. See what?
Just saw a figure dash over into that alley.
Huh. Did he look like he was carrying anything or
I don't know.
going
It
somewhere in
had a
particular?
cloak.
Might be a good idea to investigate.
Your Gregor voice is on point.
Is it now?
Yes.
Okay.
In my mind, Gregor is like a version of Barney from Michigan.
A version of Barney from Michigan?
Yeah, so he's got like that uh it's not Northwestern, Midwestern accent, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like a very Barney tone. You're nailing it.
Perfect.
All right, so you two go ahead and head over to the alleyway, and there is an individual in there that's on the shorter end that seems to be playing with a sword.
Does he look like? Oh, I guess I'll ask this to Sigrid. Wait, hold on. I guess is this wearing a cloak?
It does seem to be wearing a cloak.
All right, I'll lean over to Sigrid and say, "Is is this about like the height of the figure you were seeing, or?"
Yeah, I think this is the individual.
All right. And you said it's a kid playing with a sword?
A shorter individual,
Shorter individual. Okay.
possibly a kid, possibly a dwarf.
Uh, so I guess Gregor will just slowly, sort of slightly cautiously, uh, w- walk his way over and say, "Hey, now, what are you doing over there?"
All right, the figure turns towards you. Make a perception check. They kind of like sort of freeze up a little bit at
Finally,
at your presence.
19.
19. This seems to be. Actually, I think I do have a description for this character. Let me double check here. Yes, there's only one result. This seems to be a purple tiefling. From what you know, and from what you know of the townspeople as well, this is likely Yvonne, one of the more rambunctious children of Ike. And she sees you and dashes away, still carrying the sword.
Hey, you should not be running to that. Should we go after her?
Yeah, probably
Oh,
probably a good idea to not let her hurt herself.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do you
Well,
run
then,
after?
let's go. Yeah, we run after.
All right. So, let's see what's a good chase stat. I will. So they duck around the corner. They'll make a stealth check. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you turn the corner.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. So you see this individual sort of duck into sort of like the cargo entrance, or like the back entrance to one of the local shops. This would be Caroline's Confectionery.
And just like through a back door or something.
Yeah, just through a back door that happened to be open, and just like duck around the corner. And what you can see from your vantage point is they just went into the door. They're like hiding up against the door frame on the inside, but not very well. They rolled a 7 on their stealth.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Gregor is just gonna make his way over there and confront the child. Hey, now, it's not a good idea to be running with that sword. What are you doing?
Just making a good bit of fun, Sir Guard.
I'm gonna look over at Sigrid. Should we confiscate that sword? Because it seems like it might be a little bit dangerous, you know?
Yeah, we should probably do that and take her home.
Yeah. All right now. And you said I would know that this is probably Yvonne.
Uh, Seeing her up close now, this is definitely Yvonne.
All right now, Yvonne. We're gonna take that sword and we're gonna bring you home now. You
Oh,
shouldn't be playing with these things. You could hurt yourself, especially not running with it. That was stupid.
yeah, I guess.
Now give me the sword.
No. It's mine.
Okay. I'm gonna look over at Sigrid and just be like, "You want to hold her while I grab the sword?"
That'll do. All right, come on, Yvonne. And she like grabs Yvonne's arm just very lightly. It's like,
Yeah.
no, no. And she's going to make a strength versus a grappling check. That's going to be a natural 3 on Yvonne's part. And so you very easily are able to sort of restrain Yvonne for a second and take the sword.
All right. And when we know where Yvonne lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty low population town since the flock of adventurers have not come to visit the True Sight dungeon.
Okay. So yeah, I'll be holding the sword, kind of guarding it a little bit so that Yvonne doesn't try and pull anything sneaky, and I guess I'll just kind of lead her home, just to tell her parents what is going on.
She's just like along the way, just muttering to herself, kind of sad.
Where'd you get the sword anyway?
It's my dad's.
Did he let you take it?
Yes.
Do I need to roll insight for this?
Go ahead. She's gonna roll a deception as a disadvantage.
What stat is insight?
Insight is wisdom.
9.
3.
Okay, good.
If I didn't give her disadvantage, she would have got a natural 18 on that check.
That would have been hilarious. Like the least convincing yes. It's like, oh, okay. Which feels like it would be on par for Gregor, but now Yvonne, don't you lie to me. That was so bad.
No, that was perfect. All right. So you make your way over and over to Yvonne's house. And you're at the door.
I'm gonna give it just a firm knock.
Hello.
Would I know her mother's name?
This would be Maxie.
Maxie. Good morning, Maxie.
Oh,
how are you today?
You hear her unlatch the door.
Oh,
I'm doing well. So that's where you've been off to. Getting in trouble with the guards again, I see.
yeah. We found her running around and playing with a sword.
I was just having a bit of fun.
With a sword. She could have hurt herself. She
Oh,
ran away
Maxie,
from us with it.
you know you can't use Dad's sword. It's maybe in a few years when you're ready to be an adventurer, but for now, just keep it to sticks from the local forest. Fine. Sigrid goes ahead and takes the sword and hands it over to the mom. Now, make sure to keep that locked up or, put up somewhere high. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. thank you for bringing her back, and sorry for the trouble.
Oh, of course.
You know how she can be.
Yeah, little troublemaker she is. But it's okay. Uh, she seems like she's got the spirit to at least be doing this stuff. So she might
Yeah,
be good at it within coming years.
you could say that. I can't tell if you've looked at current notes and seen what Yvonne does in the present, or if you're just guessing.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know if, as Pink, you have any notes on Yvonne.
Oh, I don't. Ooh, let me check that. Hold on.
So I believe Yvonne has been mentioned.
Control F.
Very few words have YV in them.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like I have anything like on. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I was on the right track.
Perhaps.
So
All right,
yeah,
well, have a nice day.
thank you. You
And
too.
Yvonne,
You got to get back to
I
patrolling.
think you've got some chores to do. Oh. And she closes the door. And you can hear Yvonne continue to whine behind closed doors.
Gotta turn to Sigrid and say, "Gosh, what a troublemaker she is."
Yeah, but I guess she's a ice troublemaker.
Yeah.
Maybe one day she'll be on the guard or something like that.
I mean, she seems to have the spirit for that type of thing, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. All right. Suppose we get back to our watch.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you walk back.
We'll use the funny die. Natural 20 again.
Okay. So you very clearly hear rumbling in the distance. Looking up, you do see a storm front approaching from the south. Seems like there's going to be some rain today.
Is typical procedure to just kind of continue patrolling in the rain and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Oh shoot. Seems like it's probably gonna rain today.
And I guess with your max, not your max 20, I was looking at Yvonne's mom's name. With your natural 20, you surmise that this is probably going to be hitting around dinner time, if not a little bit later.
Okay.
So about the time that you get off of work and start heading back to the guard station.
It seems like the rain isn't gonna be here for a little bit at the very least. Hope it doesn't get here too early to interfere with our patrolling. That would be annoying.
Yeah, I'd rather not get caught out in the rain. All right. Back to patrol, I guess.
Yep.
All right, at this point, you make your way back to the shopping area. And go ahead and give me another perception check.
Feel like there's gonna be a lot of these.
Well, you are a guard.
That's true. All right. Yeah, that's a bit more. That's a 10.
A 10. All right. Things seem normal for now. And I will double check. Okay, natural 18 from Sigrid. She also does not see anything of note. You all pass by where I believe it was Rudy and Soren were arguing, and they seem to have walked by or continued on. The day seems pretty slow so far. It's getting about lunchtime though, and as guards, you're able to just sort of take a break and stop by, just as long as it's somewhere near your patrol route.
Hey, I'm getting a little hungry. Want to go grab a bite to eat?
Sure. Where at?
What areas, what places to eat are there in the area?
So there is. You've already passed Zito's Lounge, which is sort of like a more. It's kind of like a as posh cafe as you can get for a wood village. You've also passed Caroline's Confectionery, which is where Yvonne had tried hiding in. You can get some nice baked goods there as well. And then there is also Vendel's Verst, which is like a meats shop. You can get some very nice burgers there.
And what was that one called?
Vendel's Verst.
Vendos?
Wendel apostrophe
Vendo.
S worst.
All right.
Werst.
I'm thinking about maybe heading over to Vendel's.
Yeah, I think that would just hit the spot.
All right, let's go.
All right, you go ahead and make your way over to Vendel's Verst, and Vendel the human is actually in here. A very stocky individual, with a little bit of like a hunched back. Oh, hey, how's it going? Welcome to Vendel's Verst. We've got well, I know you folks. The usual.
Yeah, the usual.
All right. You and Sigrid both get your these would be pork sausages with the works, basically everything on them, stacked, quite high with different sauces and spices. And at Vendel's Verst, you can eat inside the building or outside, and they've got like a beer garden.
Does outside have like just a view of the area, kind of, or is there?
Yeah, it's like a street view. You can watch people walk by. That's what you all usually do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
All right, go ahead and make me a perception check while you eat.
16.
16. All right. You don't see anything of note. Seems like a slow day in Eich.
So I imagine the usual.
The usual. Let's see. Yeah. But you go ahead and finish up your meal, and you can get back on your way. Let's see here. Okay. All right. And give me one more perception check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, so you pass Zeta's Lounge again, and you do hear a bit of a commotion from inside.
Verbal, sort of like.
More physical commotion.
Uh-oh.
Like you hear a chair tumble onto the ground, some shouting inside, uh, and just grunting.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
What? What doesn't sound good?
I just heard some I guess indicator of some sort of maybe confrontation going on in Zetos.
Oh, well, we should probably check it out then.
Yeah, it sounded maybe physical, so
And you go ahead and head on in, and you can see this would be this would be Oren, the orc, uh, facing off against another orc named Annika. And they seem to be having a very much aggressive arm wrestle on one of the tables.
aggressive arm wrestle as in like the arm wrestle itself is
Like
like
they are giving it their all at this arm wrestle.
okay, so it's not like they're fighting or
And give me
anything.
a perception check.
Okay. First one of the day of these. Oh, I fell off the table and went into Narnia. Guess I'll use this
Oh
one.
boy.
11.
11? Well, it's not too difficult to notice, DC 10, that Orin already has like a very strong hit to the jaw. Um, what do you do?
Okay, so it is okay. They're just beating each other up as well.
The longer you stay in watch, the more you begin to notice that like they are definitely trying to like trip each other up under the table or like slap each other across the face, punch each other in the chin, like trying to get them to break concentration on this arm wrestle.
Gregor's gonna look over at Sigurd with just kind of like a confused expression.
She's also looking at you just a little bit the same.
Should we you know,
She's gonna give an insight check to the crowd,
uh-huh.
who is also just cheering them on. That's gonna be a natural 8. I don't know. It might be okay to let them go. I mean, they seem to have agreed on something.
It seems a little violent, but don't know if it's out of hand or anything, you know.
I don't know. I'd give it a 50-50.
Maybe we should give it a little bit more, just like overlook a little bit more just to see if it devolves.
And okay, so you give it probably about 10 seconds before Rudy, not Rudy, that's a different person. Annika grabs with her free arm the chair that had fallen over behind her and slams it across the table into Oren's face. He's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. That's gonna be a 15. He stays up, but he like knocks over, almost gets down, but like continues fighting his way back up. The chair is destroyed.
Gregor's gonna look over at Sigrid with like a slightly
like,
more
nods at you.
determined look and just give a nod, yeah.
All right, do you two what do you do in coordination there?
Oof. Trying to think of what the best course of action here would be because I feel like just going in and trying to break it up would get one of us a chair to the face.
Well, one of them's already broken. And you do see Zed in the lounge at this chair being broken just go,
Okay, yeah. We're gonna walk over and be like, all right, Gregor's gonna start making his way over and be like, all right, what's going on here?
Orin stays focused, but Annika, who just threw the chair and kind of has an inkling that she might be in trouble for breaking public or private property, does break concentration for a second and is going to make a check here. Okay. Gets a 7 on her strength save, and Orin goes ahead and whips her hand across the table. And she is down. Oh, shoot. Hey, Gregor. Hey, Sigrid.
So we're known to these people.
Yeah, it's a small enough town.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. No, keep forgetting. Hey there.
It was in the spirit of competition.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You know that can't be happening.
Hey, Zeta. This is Sigrid yelling over to Zeta. Hey, Zeta, how much was that chair there? Oh, probably about 7 silver, I'd guess. I'm going to check my price tables. 7 silver might actually be a fair bit. Probably, yeah, I give it 5 silver.
Upon hearing that, Gregor is just going to look at Orin, was it?
Orin is the one who won. Annika is the one who lost.
Gonna look at Annika. Is Annika the one who broke the chair?
Mm-hmm.
Upon hearing the 5 silver, gonna look at Annika, just kind of like with a knowing face of kind of like, I think you know what needs to be happening here type of like face.
She tries and moves her right arm into her pockets, but it's just too stiff from having been strained for so long in this fight. So she's like very stiffly tries to move it and just instead decides to go with her left hand and try and like reach into that pocket. She produces a small pouch and places it on the table. Opens it up. Man. Well, I guess it's all fair. She pulls out 15 gold, or not 15 gold, 15 silver pieces, 10 of which go over to Orin for winning, 5 of which go over to you and Sigrid to hand over to Zeta.
Thank you very much. Is keep forgetting Annika.
Annika's the one who won. Orin is the one who, or Annika is the one who lost. Orin is the one who won.
Is Annika known to be like troublemaker type of individual or whatever, or was this actually just like a heat of the moment type thing?
Definitely, like a heat of the moment competitive thing. It wasn't like there was a violent fight. Well, I mean, it was definitely violent, but it wasn't like unprovoked aggression. I guess this is just like very much rivalry between people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, Annika, don't break any more chairs, but I know that it was probably heat of the moment type thing. We're not gonna just pay the 5 silver and we're good.
Yeah. I definitely lost today. Won't throw any more chairs.
Thank you.
Might throw a few hands.
Hey now.
Fine.
And we'll take the 5 silver and go over to Zia and compensate for this chair.
Yeah, I'll have to make it over to Bert, who you would recognize to be one of the local woodwakers.
Wind
That's almost
Waker.
a Zelda game. Uh, maybe that's his shop's name now. One of the local woodworkers. And then, as you make your way out with Sigrid there, you can see not Zeta. Sigrid went ahead and brought over just a coffee. Um, brought over not a mead. This would be a cider from the lounge, just bought off her own pay, and you know hands it over to Annika, who just puts it over on her jaw. Not even drinking it, just cooling it off. You can see that Sigrid also bought herself a bottle of cider, but hasn't opened it because she's on duty. Just puts it in her bag.
And
one's for later.
And I guess we might linger for just like a short bit longer, but we'll probably just leave and go back to patrolling.
All right. So having lingered, or just staying around to linger for a bit, Zeta goes ahead and brings you over just some light toast, for snacking on, because your town guards, you kind of get the privilege of at least a light snack. And you see Oren and Annika sit back down at the same table together. Oren's kind of boastful about his win. Annika is just kind of like taking it. And eventually you all make your way out with no further excitement in there.
That's such a funny picture, though. Just like picking up a chair with one hand and just woof. I imagine the chair like broke into bits.
Oh yeah, no, it like how do you model a chair with your hand? I have no idea. Wait, here we go. So if this is the neck of or like the back of the chair, and here's the chair, like it was grabbed at the top, and it smacked Oren in the head, probably about like the midsection where the chair is, so it had the most like force behind it. He barely stayed up with a nat 15.
Because I'm just imagining when it hit Oren, the chair just like exploded like a Lego game character dying or something, or like a Roblox character just like
Yeah,
falling
no,
apart and
all of
exploding
the
or something.
legs on the chair got like sheared off by Oren's head, and the back like collapsed in on itself. It's very much a broken chair at this point. All right, give me one last perception check here.
One more. All right, decent. 15.
15. All right, and I'll give one Sigrid too. 8. So you definitely stay a little bit more alert. And the wind has picked up, and the storm does seem to be about to get here. It's probably maybe like an hour left on your guard shift. The storm might get there by the end, might not. But the rest of your watch goes by pretty uneventfully, but probably with 30 minutes left, you do end up getting cut out in the rain. And
shoot.
heading into one of the local shops here. And this would be uh, Terran the Orcs shop here. It's a bookstore. Oh, hey, folks. How's it going?
Oh, going good. Seems like it started raining out there. Seems like maybe a pretty bad storm coming.
Yeah, I suppose so. You're welcome to stay in here or enjoy the patio there.
Yeah,
There's a
thanks a
couple of
lot.
chairs outside, just for lounging outside. There seems to be a another dwarf in here that's just kind of looking through books, not doing much.
I'll look
Actually,
around
there
the
would
interior
also
of the
be.
place.
Oh, what's that?
I was just gonna look around the interior of the place a little bit.
All right. So looking around, it's a lot of books. Um, I have to remember now. I'll double check Gregor's description. I can't remember if he's literate.
I was about to say, wait, hold on. Is he? Can you not read?
Uh, well, I don't think I have any notes on whether he can read, but Gregor, just mentally note that in your inventory, you do have a little coin pouch with a cat embroidery.
Oh yes.
I will double check the main document for Gregor.
Gregor is a cat guy.
Uh, well, it doesn't say he's not literate. Indeterminate.
I'll just take it as he's literate,
Hmm.
but he's not good
Fair
at
enough.
reading. Like he can certainly read the titles of the books, but and
Hmm.
he could read the contents, but would probably take him a bit,
Fair enough.
is what I'm imagining. But
I think that's a reasonable uh, point to put it to. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, oh, hey, I've got a section in my document, just books.
Oh yes.
Uh,
And I'll also take it as Gregor's not much of a reader anyway.
yeah. Probably just looking through here, you do see a little orcish girl uh, who's in what looks to be a section of books that's just a big series. Or no, it's a three-part series. Uh, and she just has the second volume open as and just flipping through it. Looking a little closer, the title here is a little bit over your head. It's the Interplanar Chronicles of Matthew. Big words.
I was just about to make a note, and that he's probably thinking in his head, "Who the heck is this Matthew character?" Uh, he's just gonna kind of go up to the girl and say, "Hey, what are you reading?"
This is the Interplanar Chronicles of Matthew. It's like it's this really cool series about this guy who travels through these like different worlds, uh, and then ends up in ours in the end. Of course, I guess that's spoilers, but I've read this series maybe like 30 times.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not much of a reader anyway.
Oh, you sure? It's really good.
I might look into it.
Do you want to give me a deception check,
I
or are
don't
you
think
being
of.
truthful?
I don't think he's lying per se. I think he's just kind of like You know, if someone recommends you a series and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll give it a watch, not like actually lying, but just like never get around to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he's trying to deceive this young child. He's just kind of
Fair
like,
enough.
yeah.
Well, it's written in a way that you can jump in any one of the three books. Uh, like I said, it's very good. Right now he's making his way to the Void of Origin.
The Void of Origin.
Yeah.
Well, now what the heck does that mean?
Well, it's it's apparently like where all life comes from. But it was swallowed up by this big void, and is now just this like black ball of emptiness.
Oh, wow. Okay, this does kind of sound kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah, and so he has to go through to, if I recall, uh, through to the plane of fire to get a trip straight into the void. Hopefully to make it through. It's a super dangerous journey, but he gets through it in the end.
Whoa, now those are some serious spoilers. Does so? How much does Gregor know about magic?
Not much. Like he's
Okay.
aware of the spells to look out for like certain troublemakers. Like he
Hmm.
knows, if you've got an animal that's acting very suspicious, it could be a polymorpher, or if there's like a shadow lurking around, that could be someone using not Path of Shadows. What's it called? The one that adds 10 to your stealth check. It was in the I'm gonna search vanish, that 12th level spell.
Vanish without a trace. I don't know.
Uh, here we go. I can. Here we go. God of the Hidden has a spell called Vanish that could blank. Pass without a trace.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
okay. I thought it was something without a trace.
So yeah, he's aware that like some shady people might use Pass without a trace, and that might be an explanation for like shadows that seem to not be right where they're supposed to be, um, or that people can sometimes turn invisible or leave illusions that might not quite work. But he doesn't really get the inner workings of it, or like who can actually use these spells. He's just kind of briefly aware of them from his guard training.
Okay. So he wouldn't know anything about planes or anything.
Uh, in fact, planes in this world are fictional.
Right, right.
This is the fiction where they are from.
Yeah. Okay, okay. And so after this little conversation, Gary's probably just gonna slowly make his way, just looking around a little bit more, but not just pretty idly, not like specifically looking for anything.
All right.
Because I assume we just came in here to take a little bit of shelter from the rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like at this point, thunder is starting to rumble a lot stronger nearby. Y'all might need to wait it out for a while unless you want to make it through the rain.
Oh shoot! It seems like it's picking up pretty. I'm talking to Sigurd, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh shoot! It seems like it's picking up pretty bad out there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if anything, we can stick around and read until it passes over.
Uh, that might be for the best.
Or of course, we can start dodging between shop fronts and try and make our way back.
How far away would we be right now from where we need to go?
If I recall, I think it's like no, not even a mile. It's maybe like oh no, it's probably like half a mile journey. It's like 5 minutes of a run to make it back to the prison quarters. And then it'd probably be another minute or two to get back to your home.
Okay. It's not that far away. It might be a good idea to just dodge from storefront to storefront.
Right?
Because I don't know
What
how
do you
long the
think?
storm is going to stay out for.
Yeah, that's true. You want to make a bet on it? Who gets back to the prison quarters first?
Mm-hmm. You're on.
All right. What are we saying? Maybe. How about we bet this bottle of cider?
Sounds
She
good to me.
produces it from the bag. All right. Puts it back into her bag. If I make it, I keep the cider. If you make it, you get the cider.
All right, deal. He's gonna extend his hand for a handshake.
All right. You two shake up. Well, she reaches up because you're a 7'2" orc, and she's like maybe 4 foot.
Forgot how tall Gregor was.
Yeah, no, Gregor's a tall boy.
I completely forgot that he towers over me in Pink. He towers over Pink. I think Pink is like 4'9", 4'10" or something. So
yeah, Gregor is he's a big boy.
all right, yeah, okay.
All right, what shall we call this? I'd say this would be athletics, so a strength check to do the first minute of this run. We'll do 5 strength checks to get back to the prison quarters.
All right. All right, yeah.
Next lightning strike is the start.
All right. And you see Gregor kind of like getting prepared to bolt out the door. The first one is going to be a 17.
Safe journeys. All right.
Thank you.
So she gets a 9. So you get the leg up on her, on her dash. All right, let's move on to the next one. You've won the first one.
Uh, 10 for the second one.
Ooh, she gets a 16. You're back to neck and neck. All right, another strength check there.
15.
Natural 20.
Oh.
She is edging ahead in the race. And as she begins to edge ahead, push ahead. We'll use push instead of that. Modern slang. Lovely. You're running past a section of the wall there, and lightning strikes the wall. And it begins to catch on fire.
I'm gonna yell to Sigrid. Because I assume she's in front of me.
Yeah, she's just passing by the building. You were able to see this passing by. She doesn't see left or right. She just sees forward.
Hey, Sigrid. I think we might need to call this off. There's a fire going on. Lightning strike.
Oh. And at this point, you can see or hear some people shouting, just like kind of in awe. You go ahead and
how close
both
was
run
the
over to
lightning strike
inspect.
to me?
Probably about. Let's see if I can mental math this. This is probably like a tenth of a mile, which is like 500 feet ish.
So decently close.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so wait, if it was 500 feet away, would I have seen? I see the fire start breaking out.
You see the fire in the top of the wall.
Okay,
The wall of Zircon, or not Zircon, Eich right now,
I
is just basically a series of oak pillars,
Mhm.
basically just lined up. And it's got boards going across with stakes driven into the centers just to kind of hold it in place. So it's all very much wooden, and now very much on fire.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely calling her over. Us needing to probably get there to help out.
All right. So she comes and runs back towards you. I guess we're just getting a little soaked today, huh?
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
you two start running over. And as you start approaching, you do hear that there's a bit of commotion around this wall. Um, Give me a, I guess, yeah, perception check would be auditory.
12.
12? All right. The people around here seem kind of scared. You
Seem
see
kind of
some
what?
people, uh, hmm?
What'd you say? You cut out for the last word. What
Oh,
they were?
they seem kind of scared.
Okay,
They
okay.
seem to be either, people are locking their doors or they're, if they were caught out in the rain away from, their home and were trying to run back home or, bide time on patios before the rain, they're now trying to run back home.
Hmm. And what building is this? Is this a store or a like someone's home?
Uh, what do you mean, what building? You're just running through the streets now, getting closer to the wall.
Yeah. What building is on fire?
Oh, it seems to be the wall.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Whoopsie. All right. So running here, go ahead and give me a. Actually, you don't even need to give a perception check. What you do see is a wolf, followed by a large wolf, followed by a couple smaller wolves, start running through the streets.
Uh-oh.
And we will go ahead and switch the music over to the combat music.
Ooh.
Uh, Actually, no. We'll go ahead and take a break there, and then pick up combat afterwards. Because I just
Okay.
downed a giant cup of coffee.
I see.
All right. So you got initiative 12. And I'll go ahead and share the map. Here we go. All right. So top of initiative order with these wolves running at you through the rain here. We've got wolf number 1. So wolf number 1 is going to move a total of, wow, it's got a pretty good speed, 40 feet. Wolf number 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually can't reach you. So it's just going to stop there. Basically, all 3 of these happen to get initiative in the same order. So I'm just going to double check their speed. Ah, yes. The Omega has a speed of 50.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, that's still number 1.
Oh.
Whoa. Let's move them back. Omega, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm just going to stop there. And it's going to go for a claw attack at you. That's going to be 12 to hit. That does not hit.
No. Whew.
Does it have multiple attacks? No, it doesn't. Oh. Okay, no. It does not gain advantage to that because its underling let it down. So it's not gonna have advantage on that. Next up would be wolf number 2. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right. Up next would be... that's you, Gregor.
All right. Screw you, Omega Wolf. I'm going after you. You tried to attack me. Yeah, so I'm just reading. Oh, so yeah, he just has a spear.
Yeah, he just has the spear.
All right, yep. So he's going to attack the Omega Wolf with his spear.
And is that with one hand or two hand? So it's 1d6 with one hand, 2d6 with 2.
Ooh.
Or not 2d6, 1d8 with 2.
Okay, I was about to say, that's impressive. There'd be no reason not to do two-handed.
Ooh.
But
you get a slightly higher average.
No, I mean if it was a 2d6.
Yeah, that'd be a much higher average for sure.
Yeah. I think I'll do two-handed though.
All right, two-handed, so it's 1d8 plus 1.
Assuming I hit.
Is that a natural 20?
No. I'm looking at the number right now and I don't like it. That's going to be an 11.
11 to hit wolf number 1, right?
Well.
Oh, actually, it wouldn't hit either. So yeah, 11 does not hit.
So wait, hold on. I'm trying to understand what this says real quick for the spear. It says spear, melee, or ranged weapon. Oh, if it's melee, that's +3 to hit. If it's ranged, it's +4 to hit.
No, it's just +3 regardless.
It says melee or ranged weapon attack +3 to hit, reach 5 feet, range 20, 60 feet, one target.
The 4 there is the average. The average of that roll. So in case you, as the DM, don't want to roll based off this stat table, you just want to give a flat number.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's just a +3 hit.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, this is 11.
11 does not hit. All right, but Sigrid's gonna make her attempt here. She's gonna run up. Sigrid.
Go get him, Sigrid. You got this.
And actually, she doesn't need to get into range because she has a reach weapon. Here we go. If I can get the right table. Here we go. Sigrid has a spear. There we go. That's going to be a 15 natural to hit, plus another 3, so that's going to be 18 to hit, which does hit. She's going to go ahead and roll damage there. Two-handed, of course. Ooh, full 8. 8 damage to the Omega. All right, that brings us to the top of initiative order there. Back to wolf number 1, who is going to get a step closer to Gregor now. And is going to go for a bite attack. It's going to be a natural 3 plus 5. I don't think 8 hits. So we're going to move on to the Omega. That's going to be a nat 14 to hit. That's going to be plus 5 if I recall.
Yep, that hits.
So yeah, that hits. Let's go ahead and roll damage as it takes a slash at you here, trying to claw into your chest. It's going to be 2d6. If the target is a creature, 2d6. Can I math? Maybe. That's going to be 5 plus 3. That's 8. Plus 3. That's going to be 11 damage over to you, Gregor. And you need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh,
So it's just a strength check. You get a +3 to this.
15.
15, you save. You're not knocked prone. But this wolf does take a very big slash across your chest there.
I just have, since I don't have D&D Beyond or anything, I just have a counter up on my phone that I just like decrement.
Oh boy. That feels even more, like, suspenseful. Countdown to Gregor's death.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, and Wolf 2 is going to make attack here. First, it's got to move up, but that was a natural 20 to hit. Whoop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to go against Sigrid. It's going to go ahead for attack there at a natural 20. And that is going to be a hole. Whoop, off the table. Damage dice here is 2d4. So it's going to be 3 plus 4. Oh boy. That is going to be a number 7 plus 2. That's 9 damage over to Sigrid.
Oh my goodness.
Sigrid's not looking so hot. All right. I mean, above half, but still, like, you can see that definitely took a hit. That's going to move you over to you, Gregor.
And could I hit number 2 with my spear from here?
Let's see. Pull up the map. Yes, you could.
Okay.
Oh, wait. That damage dice was supposed to be doubled because it was a natural 20.
Oh, right.
Critical hit.
Right.
Oh, boy. All right.
Oh.
So instead of 9, that'd be 14 plus 2. So that's 16. Oh, boy. Sigrid not looking great.
This is suddenly not looking good. Shoot, okay. Oh, wait, right. It's my turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Gregor's turn, yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll the hit. Oh, no,
So I'm going to attack number 2.
All right.
I don't want Sigrid to die. Oh, no. Does a 15 hit? I forgot.
15 does hit.
Okay. Whew. We're good. We're good. That's so that's 1d8 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Please, 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 please. Not max, but I'll take it. That's gonna be 7.
7 damage is pretty good. This wolf number 2, not looking too great now. And Sigrid is going to go ahead and try and take it down. Here we go. Roll to hit.
No, please don't tell me.
Natural 2.
No, Sigrid.
Does Sigrid have anything else she can do? Unfortunately not. So Sigrid is... Does she take the... No, she's not going to back down. Because that'll give the chance of opportunity attack. And also, Guard is not going to abandon the fight.
Sigrid, oh no.
All right. That brings us back to wolf number 1, who's going to go for a bite attack at you. Natural 1!
Oh, thank goodness.
Let's see, what wolf is it next to? Next to the Omega. So it's going to tumble into the Omega, knocking both of them prone. Actually, the Omega's going to get a dex save to see if it gets knocked prone. That's a 7. That does not make it. So both the Omega and number 1 are knocked over to the side.
Wolf number 1 is the goat. Single-handedly.
No, it's the wolf.
Sorry. Single-handedly probably saved this fight.
All right, so wolf number 1 goes ahead and jumps at you, but with the back of your spear, you're able to just swing it over to the side into the Omega here. The Omega is knocked prone. It's going to try and use half of its movement to get up, and it's going to use its action to pull number 1 back up.
Oh no.
And so number 1 is back up, but the Omega doesn't have a turn here. That
Good.
brings us to number 2. Number 2 is going to go for an attack against Sigrid.
Oh,
I will use the red dice for this one.
oh no. That's foreshadowing.
8
No. Ooh.
plus. Whoop, zoomed out. Here we go. Wolf. It's going to be plus 4. That's a 12 to hit. Armor class of Sigrid is 13.
Ooh. Ooh. We're getting very close.
close. That brings us over to you, Gregor.
Okay. We're gonna attack number 2.
Number 2. All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
You're joking.
That one.
No, it's not a nat 1, but it's definitely not gonna hit a 6.
6 does not hit.
Okay, great.
All right, Gregor. So you go ahead and head for a swing, but it looks like 1 is able to sort of bite onto, like, gnaw on the back of your spear and hold it steady. Sigrid's going to go for an attack. That's a natural 17.
Yes, Sigrid.
Yes, to deal 4 damage to take this wolf down. Sigrid's spear is going to be 1d8 plus 1. 1d8. You know what she rolled?
What?
Natural 8.
Let's go, Sigrid.
9 damage over to wolf number 2. Wolf 2 stuck right through. And that brings us over to, at this point, wolf number 1, who's currently gnawing on your sword. It's going to attempt to grapple it out of your hand.
Oh.
It's going to make a natural 5. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Its strength score is plus 1, so it's 6. You got to beat a 6.
So I roll and then add my strength modifier?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not even close, baby. 22.
Hey, let's go. So you're just pull the stick out, or the spear out of its mouth and go, bad dog. And that brings us over to the Omega.
So is 2 dead?
2 is dead, yes.
Okay.
Stuck right through by Sigrid. The Omega, seeing this, is going to lunge forward at Sigrid and attack. It's going to be a nat 3.
Oh my goodness.
Sigrid pulls out the spear from number 2, swings it around, and baps the Omega on the head. And the Omega falls down. That's going to be the Omega's turn. That was Wolf's number 1's turn. 2's dead. And so, Gregor, it is back to your turn.
Okay. I'm going to get in the space between Sigrid and 1
Okay.
to sort of body block.
Oh, right. Omega had lunged forward. There we go. And then Gregor, get in between 1.
And now I'm going to attack the Omega.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm having pink early campaign syndrome. I assume an 8 does not hit.
8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right. Well, Sigrid, you got this.
All right. Sigrid is going to go for a attack at wolf number 2 that had just lunged at her and got a good bap on the head. It's going to be a 13 plus a what? Plus 3 to hit. That's 16. The Omega has a AC that's lower than that. So that's going to hit. Let's go ahead and roll damage on that. Ooh, that's going to be 7 plus 1, so a total of 8 to the Omega.
Dang.
All right. And after Sigrid now is going to be...
What?
wolf number 3.
Oh.
I was lagging behind a little bit, trying to do something that you didn't see. And that's its turn.
Okay.
So wolf number 1 now is going to make an attack against you. It's going to have advantage on that because because the Omega is right next to you.
Oh, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, pack tactics. So that's going to be a that hits. Natural 13 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay.
2d4. That's going to be a 2 plus 3. That's going to be 5 plus 6, 7 damage. And I need you to make a strength save.
Man, it is so suspenseful. Just ticking down the health one by one. The strength save, you said?
A strength save, yes. It's a low DC.
That's going to be a 15.
15, you save. You're fine.
Oh, good.
As this wolf jumps up, latches onto your arm, but you're able to just shake it off. Throw a dice across the table there. Or a die? Yes, singular tense.
A singular
tense.
die that hit it.
Singular.
Metal.
Yeah, water bottle.
Ah, okay.
All right. That is going to bring it over to the Omega now, who is still next to Sigrid, but it's also next to you, Gregor.
Mm.
Sigrid's still not looking too great, and 2 enemies is worse than 1, so it's going to make an attack against Sigrid. Does not get advantage. It would get advantage against you for pack tactics, because you are distracted, but it's going to be a nat 15.
No.
And that is going to be, let's see here, how much damage. This is 2d6 plus 3. So it's going to be a 6 and a 1, so that's 7 plus 3, that's 10 damage. Sigrid
are you good?
is down.
No.
And I would make her make a strength saving throw, but suffice to say, she's just knocked over and this wolf is now on top of her. So Sigrid is going to start making death saving throws.
This is not good.
That brings us over to Gregor.
Aha. Okay, yeah, we'll attack the Omega.
Attack the Omega. All right.
Oh, ooh, yes. Blowing on it helped. I'm gonna call it now. Blowing on it helped.
Okay.
It landed on 9, like when it was slowing down, and then it tilted over last second to 19.
Ooh, okay. All right, that hits. Roll damage.
Like, I saw that happen in real time. I saw the 9 land, and then it flipped, and I was like, oh.
Oh, man.
Okay. 1d8 plus 1. I know for a fact now that that happened, I'm going to roll a 1 on for damage. Okay, no. That's going to be 7 damage.
7 damage over to the Omega. Omega's still up, but it's not looking great anymore. Sigrid is going to make a death save. That's a number.
I don't like that.
I'm just going to start writing saves and fails. And that'll bring us over to wolf number 3's turn. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Not quite there yet.
Wow. Okay. Oh, this is bad.
This is not great for you, that's for sure. That'll bring us over to wolf number 1, who with pack tactics is going to roll against you. That's going to be a nat 16. That'll hit. And that'll be 2d4 against you, if I recall. Yes, 2d4. So it's going to be a 3 and a 2. So it's 5, 6, 7 damage against you, Gregor.
Another 7.
Oh boy.
Gregor dies just now, and then we retroactively just remove him from the main campaign. Oh, no.
All right. So, let's see. That was wolf number 1 attacking you. Oh, make a strength save.
Right. It's going to be an 18.
18? All right, you save. It's a low DC for the regular wolf. After them, though, is the Omega, who is going to make sure Sigrid's out of the count and continue tearing into her chest. That's going to be an 8. Well, no, it's an auto success because she doesn't have any armor as long as it gets over 10. So 8 plus 4, if I recall, will definitely make it. That's another failed save for Sigrid. All right. That brings us over to Gregor.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can outspeed these guys. Like, my plan originally was to pick up Sigrid and run, but I don't think I can.
I will say the Omega is looking bad.
Yeah, I was going to continue
and
going
Wolf
for the
1
Omega.
has not taken a hit.
Yeah, I know. The Omega's been the primary concern because killing Sigrid.
Well, Sigrid's not dead yet.
I know.
It's just a flesh wound.
A major flesh wound. Hold on.
Gonna crit this? Oh no.
11.
11? Does not hit. Unfortunately. That's gonna bring us over to, well, that was Gregor's turn. Sigrid's turn. What is the death save gonna be? Ooh.
It won't matter because the next turn is the Omega's turn is gonna attack Sigrid. It's gonna be. Oh no.
All right. So something's happening outside. At that, that'll bring us over to a certain someone's turn, running around the buildings here.
Oh, Deus Ex.
An individual comes running around the corner. A purple tiefling. Adult. Purple tiefling.
Okay. I was about to say, is Ivan here to save us?
This, you know what? Give me a perception check at disadvantage while you're very concerned with the Omega.
I understand the disadvantage, but screw you because that would have been good. Oh, okay. Oh, that's. I rolled an 18 and then a 17.
Okay, pretty good.
Plus 2, so 19.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Theo Claris, the purple tiefling warrior.
Save us, Theo Claris.
Running in. he's going to go ahead and take a great... Whoops. Where is this? Oh, I drew him on the same level as number 3. Whoops. We're going to go and do one of these. There we go. He's going to go ahead and move over to number 3 and take a great sword attack. That's going to be a natural 15 hit. That's going to do a total of, this would be for great sword, or long sword. All right. Red is versatile. Yes, that's going to be 1d10. That's going to be 6 plus his strength, which is going to be another 2. So that's going to be 8 damage against number 3 here. All right. That's going to bring us up to wolf number 1 now. Wolf number 1 is going to make an attack against you, Gregor.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's going to be a nat 14, so that's going to hit. It's going to roll 2d4. That's going to be a 1 and a 2. So it's going to be a total of 5 damage against you, Gregor.
Okay. Gregor is a beefy boy, so...
He's a beefy boy. And a strength save as it attempts to latch on. Again, just going straight for the chest here.
16.
16 saves. All right, that'll bring us to the Omega.
No.
Who, just for good measure, is going to attempt to grasp onto Sigrid and throw her to the side. So it's going to be a strength check of natural 18, throwing Sigrid over at the wall here. Failing another death save.
No. Sigrid, no. Is it 3 death saves and you die?
3 death saves and you die.
3. Oh.
So the wolf has taken 2. And I've made, if I recall, 2 rolls for Sigrid so far.
I don't know if those 2 rolls... I don't know if she failed one of those and you're just not saying anything.
Well, it's going to be, if I move over to Battle Tracker, 2's dead. It's going to be your turn.
Okay. I'm choosing which die to roll here. This one has been giving me the best rolls on average, so... Please.
Oh, no.
So you know how I talked about seeing it in real time go from 9 to 19? I saw it in real time go from 18 to 4.
Oh. So as you try and just in a bit of rage, a bit of panic, try and stab straight down into the wolf, it turns to face you and bare its teeth. That's going to bring us to Sigrid's turn.
Yeah, no.
Just going to write that down. And that'll bring us over to, that would be Theoclaris' turn. Theoclaris is going to make another attack against the wolves. It's going to be an 11 plus 2. Just hits. So that's going to be 1d10 plus 2. Ooh. That's going to be a full 10 against wolf number 3, which is out of the count.
So I just need to confirm something. 3 saves, and you're stabilized, right?
Stabilized, yes.
3 failures, and you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 rolls that you got better have been successes.
All right. So 3's out of the count. It's just you 4 left. And it's going to be Well, it was going to be number 3's turn, but 3's dead. So it's now number 1's turn. It's going to take an attack against you, Gregor, with advantage. Well, first roll was a 3, second roll was a nat 16. So that's going to be 2d4. It's a 1 and a 2. So it's going to be another 5 damage against you, Gregor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Gregor's not doing good.
Oh boy.
Way below half health.
And
I mean,
the Omega
I can tell you.
is going to
he's
go ahead and look at you now.
He's at 7 health.
Oh boy. Let's see what the Omega gets with its natural, or with its pack tactics here. Ooh, that was a 9 and a 19.
No.
And 2d6 against you.
Please.
We'll also make a strength save for the first wolf.
11?
Just makes it.
Oh. Okay.
So 2d6 against you. I've got to re-roll that one because modular arithmetic. That's going to be a 3 and a 4.
7!
Plus another 3. That's 10 damage over to you, Gregor. Oh no. Gregor!
Oh no.
As it all fades to black. Go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Yep. And it's 10 or higher succeeds, and then
10 or higher
lower?
succeeds. It's going to be with your Constitution modifier.
Add my con modifier.
Yeah, you've got a +3.
Oh, then yeah, the saves.
Saves?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be... Just doing some math in the background here. Okay. Go ahead and make... you said you got an 11?
I got a 17.
17? All right.
Yeah.
That saves. All right. Go ahead and give me another death saving throw.
Another one?
Another one.
What? Okay. I thought it happens once every time it comes back around to my turn.
Right. So I'm flying through the other players' turns.
Oh,
and just showing you, because you don't see what all is going on. You're unconscious.
Oh, right. Yeah, you know what? True. Save.
Save? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and roll damage for this attack. Oh, goodness. Okay. So mental math. Ooh.
I just gotta say, where were these rolls when I was attacking to hit, like rolling to attack?
Yeah. Luckily, someone just got a crit. Or unluckily. All right, make me one more death save.
Oh, that's a fail.
Ooh.
That's a 7.
All right, let's see if this hits here. That just, or the natural roll just hits. And is it even possible to get... No, okay. Go ahead and give me another save.
Okay, that's a 21.
21. So, you barely come to seeing Theoclaris take the sword that you had previously confiscated and plunge it into the Omega. As you're lying in the ground. He's a little beat up, having taken a single hit.
Wow.
Yeah, the wolves against him got an 8, a 7, and a natural 1.
Where are these rolls against me and Sigrid?
Unfortunate, unfortunate. But Gregor, you come to in the rain. It is just currently pouring down as Theoclaris attempts to medicine check Sigrid. Seeing you come to. All right, he's doing something over Sigrid. But you're awake now.
I'm gonna look, like, turn my head as much as I can to look over what's going on. Oh, with Sigrid.
All right, and let's update the battlefield here. So, we got Theoclaris having stabbed number 1, jumped over you, critted the Omega,
Wow.
and having taken it down. He's over here now, on top of the Omega, or just like right next to the Omega,
This guy.
attempting to bring Sigrid back up.
And you said this takes place 10 years before the main campaign?
Approximately 10 years, yes.
Okay.
Actually, if you put like the resolution to the month, this is also Reagan 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Actually, it might be 11 years ago. It's about a decade ago.
Mm. How old is Gregor?
He's in his 30s.
30s. Oh, okay.
In main campaign.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, the combat is over. So let's go ahead and switch over to. Do I have good music here?
Oh. You're not playing the normal music.
This artist has made 2 covers of this song. One is like emotional. One is just like a hip hop beat. All right.
I don't like how you're not changing it. I
So
like how you're not changing it to the jazzy one.
Gregor,
Yeah.
in the rain here, it looks like Sigrid is not getting up.
No.
Initial
Sigrid.
2 saving rolls. This might be the hip hoppy beat. The initial 2 saving throws were both fails.
No.
Sigrid is gone and gutted, having bled out in the rain. You've barely survived as Theoclaris now moves over to help you up. I can find his token. And you know what voice Theoclaris has to have. Gregor, are you alright?
No. Not really.
Let's get you out of the rain. As you see, let me go ahead and just turn these on here. A handful more wolves pass by, just running in this direction.
Oh.
Theoclaris sees these and says, "Can you take care of yourself?"
Probably.
Get inside, as he runs off to chase these wolves.
Gregor's gonna kind of like slowly, wearily get up. Uh, and go over to Sigrid. Quick question.
Hmm.
How long did Sigrid and Gregor like know each other?
Uh, Probably the better part of the last decade.
Oh,
Yeah, so
so
you've
since
known each other since you were about maybe teenagers, and then you
I
ended
was
up
about to
both
say
becoming guards.
he's gonna go over to Sigrid and just kind of like kneel in front of her, and he's going to grab the bottle of cider.
All right, easy enough.
Uh, he has a plan for it.
All right, and with that, Gregor, you end up eventually going home and shutting yourself in for the better part of a week, just kind of sleeping through the emotions,
Mm-hmm.
just being kept company by your pet squirrel. This would be
Macadamia.
name Macadamia, yes.
Yeah.
Macadamia just keeping you company. You end up sleeping through Sigurd's funeral, and you eventually do go back to your guard work, and you opt to take the night shift. Eventually, uh, one day you decide, just another rainy day, you're reminded of Sigrid, and you do end up visiting her grave, most likely with the bottle of cider in hand.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that he would kind of like drink a little bit of it
Mm-hmm.
whenever it's kind of like the day of
Like a
her
year
death.
later.
Yeah, like a yearly thing.
All right. So, standing in the rain uh, in the graveyard just outside the city, you go ahead and you take your yearly swig. You cap it back up, and you just stand there.
Man,
The years go by, and you do get through this bottle of cider.
gonna keep the bottle.
And eventually, in the year, a decade later, in 180, you're on your usual night shift, and a group of very unusual adventurers, come in holding a guy in cloaks, uh, and carrying some of his daggers. There's an Aarakocra, there's a turtle, there's a human all masked up, kind of concealing his identity, and there is a bardish looking individual. Uh, Judge Hendrick goes ahead and assigns you to watch over them for the night as he watches over this apparently shade merc, uh, just to make sure that these adventurers aren't also shady individuals.
Mhm.
You take him to a good local inn, and the rest is history. This is the origin of Gregor.
Gregor, my beloved. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gregor. So, question now outside of
Hmm.
things.
Sure.
Was Sigrid meant to die?
Uh, Sigrid was the individual Gregor saw in the True Sight dungeon.
Oh. Oh.
Yvonne, the tiefling child, was the one who found the True Sight dungeon 2 years later, having just gone out exploring kind of a bit recklessly in the mountains.
Good on you, Ivan.
Orin, the orc who won the arm wrestle, is the individual who is arm wrestling when you first walked into the Dungeoneer's Hall. Taryn, the bookshop owner, was the orc who helped manage the paperwork behind Tori's curios, and Tori was the child. Let's see. Judge Hendrick just kept his job. He's still the judge. And that is all of the figures that had appeared before.
Wow. Oh, the revelation that Sigrid is the
Actually, how many swigs can you get out of a bottle of cider? Well, it's a fantasy
how
bottle,
big
so
is
maybe
it?
it's like small. I'd say like regular beer bottle sized, maybe a little bit, like maybe not as long of a neck.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking it was like
Depends how big the swigs are, I guess.
yeah, I was thinking maybe it was like a wine bottle like size, like
Mm-hmm.
something that's meant to be not like a single serving of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was
But
just a single serving.
okay.
Just like something Sigrid was gonna have with dinner. Um,
I see. I see.
yeah.
Either way.